guys, how is it going? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Film Life Vlog. Hey, I just came back from the thrift store, and today was not one of my most successful days at the thrift store. I didn't get much really. I think I've been going there too frequently. So when I went there, I only got two point and shoot cameras, and even one I think is a bit faulty. So the first find was this Vivitar VP8000 camera. It's a point and shoot camera, so I'm just gonna open it and show you how it looks on the inside. And on the inside came in bubble wrap. There's actually film loaded in, and this is how the front looks like. And the top has the little digital LCD screen right there. So yeah, another point and shoot camera, but hey, my store will be coming up very soon. I'm actually building the website right now, and I'll be putting quite a few of my cameras up for sale. My cameras, as you can see behind me, I'll be putting quite a bit of them up for sale. I also have a ton of accessories, lenses, you name it, filters, a whole bunch of stuff that I will be listed on the website, because my point is that I keep on collecting, but I don't want my collection to be way too big or to collect just for the sake of collecting. So I am working on the website, and I will update you guys soon. So anyway, so this was the first of the find that I got today from the thrift store. And then also the other camera that I got, it came in this leather pouch here, this Canon pouch, and that was the Canon EF35mm. It's apparently one of the first point and shoot film cameras that was developed, if not the first. I've checked out a few images, sample images from this camera, and I must say that the lens on this camera is actually quite sharp. I'm not sure if this camera will work though, because to be honest, when I got it, this button was frozen, and I think it still is frozen, and it's all crusty and stuff. And as you can see, the battery compartment, let me show you actually. The battery compartment doesn't look too good. If you look carefully over here down there, there's all a battery leakage in there that's corroded the insides. So I'm not gonna hold a lot of hope for this camera working, but hey, it's worth the try. So the other thing that I got from the thrift store, the last thing that I got, which I'm actually really excited about, is this expired film. There's a 3 rolls in this box, and what's the name of this again? EasyPix. I'm not sure which store sold this. Actually, it was sold by Shoppers Drug Mart right there. It says it right there. It's 400 ISO, 24 exposures. It's color film, and there are 3 unused rolls in this. Now, I really love expired film, and I must say when I saw this, I was very excited. Every time I find expired film in my purchases, I get excited because that's film that I don't have to buy. And I also really like the look of expired film. I really do. So it's good. I really like that. So how much did these 2 cameras and the film cost me? It cost me all of $2. So yeah, it was good. But actually, the reason why I'm doing this video today is not to show you these couple cameras. The reason why I'm really doing this video is really to talk about one of my first cameras that I got when I first started out in film photography. This is a camera that I would say I was introduced to film on, and this was together with my Minolta SRT 202 camera, which I have made a video of, which I'll put a little pop-up right there so you can add it to your playlist. But this camera that I'm talking about is the Chinon CM3 camera. This was one of the first cameras that I got when I first became interested in film photography, and I did not regret it. The reason is that if you're choosing film cameras as a beginner, the film camera that you start with is actually really crucial. That could make or break your interest in film photography. I was really fortunate to have gotten some really solid cameras, and one of them was this Chinon camera. I've actually used this camera, only one roll of film in this camera. I totally loved the images that came out of this camera. The lens on this camera is amazing. Apparently this camera was one of the last M42 mount cameras that was made. And the M42 mount, as you guys know, some of you know, would be the screw mount. So you basically unscrew this. It's not your typical mount, it's just a screw mount. It's M42 size. So this lens, I can interchange this lens with my Praktica PLC3 camera, or actually with my I have my other cameras that take the M42 mount as well. I'll do a quick overview of this camera, and then I wanted to show you guys some of the images that I have shot with this camera. And overall, I really enjoyed shooting with this camera for the time that I used it. It's got the shutter speed dial. It can go up to 1/1000th of a second right there. The ISO ESA dial can go up to ISO 1600, which is not very practical, but it's there if you need it. Then there's the film rewind lever up here. You can lock the shutter with this switch over here. So right now it's in the lock position, so I'm not able to shoot. If you're packing this camera, that's kind of important, and so you can unlock it just by switching it this way. That's the unlock position, and that's the lock position, right? So just like that. I would say that it cranks really well. It's one of those cameras that cranks quite nice. The lens is just so special. If you're looking for your typical film aesthetic, which I found to be the case with the SRT-202, you would really want a camera like this one. The lens on it currently is aperture f1.7, and the focal length is 55mm. Some lenses on some cameras, when you shoot with them, you get them back and it almost is on par. It's on par with digital cameras, and one of those cameras I would say would be the camera that I recently showcased, which is the Ricoh Mirai camera. And I'll put a link right there. You can add it to your playlist. The Ricoh Mirai camera, a lot of the shots from that camera, they were so sharp that they almost looked like they were shot with a digital camera. However, this one here, when I shot with it, I'm gonna show you the pictures and you will see the difference. It really has that film aesthetic, and that's really one that I really look for in my film photography. So anyways, I really totally enjoy shooting with this camera. It's a beautiful camera. The only thing that I would say I never really liked about this camera is the fact that, you see over here, this is the exposure metering system would indicate here. If the exposure is just right, it's actually going to turn green. The only tricky thing that I found was that I actually had a few accidental exposures, because this travel, you have to push it almost to the point of firing before this thing lights up, like right now. And I found that to be problematic. Like, I am just a small amount of pressure away from firing this thing, and I found that to be a bit too close. I mean, they could have made the travel a bit less, so that if I press a little low, then it actually indicates. But now I have to press it really close to the point of firing. Like even now it's not lighting up, like really close to the point of firing before you can actually meter your image, which I found to be a problem. I had a few accidental shots with this camera. That's the only thing I don't like about this camera. Other than that, I love the images that I got from this camera, and at this point I'm going to showcase those images right here. So welcome back, and I hope you guys enjoyed looking at those images. Those were images of my family at home, just derping around, having fun. So thanks so much for joining me on this episode of a vlog. I have a few videos, interesting videos lined up for you guys. I am going to be doing some film development, most likely tonight. I have some color film to develop. I have a ton of black and white film to develop. I have a few stories already recorded, and I'm just waiting on the images to make the episodes complete. Really, that's how I work. I'm also working on the website, like I said. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Please do keep coming back, and if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please do click the subscribe button, and don't forget to like this video and to share it as well. That would be really nice of you guys. So anyways, have a great day, guys, and as always, stay safe.